Apologize for the absence. I'll explain in another video. But tonight I'm making one of our favorite things right now, which is not pork chops. And pork chops is one of my favorite things. And with Alpha Gal, I can't have them. So I figured out a way to recreate the experience. It's something I will share tonight. So all right, so I'm recording this after so that I can possibly put it before to explain what I did today. So we have turkey breast cutlets and we have Worcestershire sauce. Mine's special for my allergies. It's organic and all that fun stuff. We have ground turmeric, salt, pepper, smoked paprika, anything that you want to season what you would season your pork chops with. But we're gonna add that Worcestershire and that turmeric. Also doing two sides, so you'll see me cooking those. One of them is green beans. It's got some butter, plant-based butter. We've got some diced onions in there. We've got turkey bacon, fresh green beans, prepped, cleaned, and chopped. And then we've got chicken broth. We've got some of that garlic infused oil, and then seasoning wise, it was just, I think, salt, pepper, smoked paprika. I think I added some chili powder and Mexican oregano. And then the other thing is just canned new potatoes that I have cooking in some butter. I do use butter a lot. To be fair, it's plant-based butter, but I also, because of all of my restrictions, I also don't eat a whole lot throughout the day, so it doesn't do any bad things to me. And my family definitely gets the lessened version of it, like I put more on mine. But again, I don't eat enough, so. But they're garlic and butter, they're cooking in, and then some salt, pepper, and paprika. I just pull them out and smash them, and then drizzle a little either of that olive garlic oil back there. It's just a really simple meal to throw together. The other two sides are fairly self-explanatory, but to be able to turn turkey breast into something that you can at least mistake for a pork chop. Now, if you had a pork chop yesterday, if you don't have to deal with Alpha Gal and you had like a pork chop yesterday, I do not expect you to cook this and be like, yes, totally can't tell the difference. But especially for those of us that are missing things like pork chops, because I grew up on pork chops, it works really well. It really does. So, have fun. This is what we have. Turkey breast cutlets. See, they're not real expensive. There's like 3 to 4 usually. This was a package of 3. And as you can see, there's plenty of meat to cut off some of the excess and feed one person small pieces, and then everyone else gets big pieces. So 100% the secret for this is the Worcestershire and turmeric. And I'm all about making sure it's even, which means I have to wash my hands 50 times, but that's okay. All right, we come back with clean hands. Grab the turmeric. A lot of your meat replacements will have turmeric listed as part of their seasonings. So I started playing with it, and it gives it that earthy tone. See, I I probably won't use all that. I just pinch it and sprinkle it. But I'm not a fan of turmeric. Like, if you hate turmeric, I'm sorry. I do too. But I don't taste specifically, okay, I'm using all of it. I don't specifically taste the turmeric in it. I admire the flavor it adds. Good Lord, that looks like a lot on the camera. We're gonna add some salt. See, this doesn't have a whole lot of sodium in it. Pork has always got a saltier taste to it. Salt, pepper, some chili powder. I like smoked paprika. What? A little dill. I'm into a ranch type flavor tonight. I might add some more seasonings to the other side. A little less than that. Just and sprinkled everywhere. We've got our pan kind of preheating. I accidentally got some water from the steam from the green beans. We got green beans cooking here to go with it. I'm gonna make some canned new potatoes here in a minute too. But we're here for the pork chops, so adding a fat will help. So I like country crock. I realize it's probably gonna read backwards, but I like country crock. I cut a tablespoon and a half. It's probably a little much. I'm gonna do half of it right now. A little over half of it. But we do want a good amount of fat in the pan. Because again, we're trying to replicate pork chops, and pork chops are very fatty food. I've got it sitting like right at medium heat. I always put it this side down so that I have a chance to season the other side. Let's make a mess again. I was kind of worried that would happen, but that's okay because I have more skillets. Y'all missed some of the really entertaining stuff of me running across the house. Got another skillet. We got more eyes. It'll be okay. We want to do similar seasoning to the top. But honestly, first I want to add garlic oil because, again, this is how I get my garlic flavor. And it needs fat. So salt, pepper, paprika, the turmeric, but my hands are wet because I just washed them, so we're going to use the lid this time. And you know what? I'm going to add a little cumin. And then I'm going to make sure nothing's sticking. And I'm going to let that sit and get my other one going. Since I'm showing everything, I'll tell you everything. We're making garlic butter smashed new potatoes because I really like them. See how it's changing around the edges? It's getting closer to being able to flip. If you don't put enough butter or oil in there, this will blacken really fast. And like I said, we're trying to get the fats to help cook it, to absorb into it, so that it adds that buttery, honest, buttery texture that you get from a good pork chop. Everything's pretty well close to done, so I'm fixing to plate the potatoes while the not pork chops finish browning on both sides. This little stove is honestly done. I'm going to plate the potatoes. That's really loud, I'm sorry. For dinner, I'm making smashed potatoes. Means just kind of gently breaking the potato. Smash. Plant-based Parmesan. And then a little bit of that yummy butter we just cooked it all in. Just a little bit. Next we have our yummy green beans. And I really like green beans. And then we have these, which I've had it sitting cooling for a minute, so it could sit in its juices and soak things up. Okay, so let's not spill things. That's everything. Looks yummy. These they're turkey cutlets. See, it's still steaming. But the way that it breaks even is similar to that of a pork chop. When you can't have pork no more, and it's been almost a year since you've had a pork chop, even my friends and coworkers that I have made these for over the past couple weeks are like, so definitely worth a shot if you miss your pork chops. Well, that's it for the cooking part of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to know exactly how I do the green beans, let me know. If there's a particular recipe that you would like to see me alter, let me know. Past this part of the video though, I'm just gonna ramble a little bit about why the absence. I did film a couple times, but I never was able to finish filming because of one thing or another. And then I had a contamination, fairly certain where it came from. It's not a big deal, just means I took off my last place that I go out to eat. I order one drink from there. It was frustrating, but it's fine. I'm currently on a steroid regimen along with all my antihistamines, trying to roll back what's left of the allergic reaction. This time it was like a change in my lips. I don't know how much I licked my lips through this, hopefully not a whole lot, but my lip texture did change, stomach problems, and then I had several different random spots of hives that broke out. So it's been almost 10 days since that contamination. I'm finally like, the hives are going away. I've got only, I think, one more day of the steroid left, so I guess that's a good thing. I will do my best to not let life's little hindrances, stop me from filming, because I did cook several times. It's just sometimes to try and set up the camera 15 different times gets a little much when I'm just barely feeling up to cooking. But I have to cook in order to eat, because like nothing prepped is good. I'm going to have a couple videos of more prepping like food for you here in the next week or two. I've got one that's already pretty well filmed. I've got to go through and make sure that I got everything, and then I will be probably filming tomorrow because it's going to be a bit of a food prep day. So hopefully we'll have a few more videos coming out real quick. Again, if you have any suggestions, just let me know. A lot of you at this point are people that have known me for years online, and you have seen me make several different things. Absolutely feel free to be like, hey, you remember this one thing you made? I want to see how you did that, and I'll show you. I am going to do my best to be, when it comes to more specific recipes, try to give you measurements as much as possible, but just know that you're going to see this hand a lot, because I don't measure, but I put it in my hand and I'm like, all right, that looks about good. So, but welcome. If there's any Alpha Gal related things, anything you're curious about or things you want to see, like I said, I do want to do a cleaning. It would honestly be a cleaning series just to like show the extent of what we do as a family, just to make sure that our family can stay together with my animals. Last time I went to try and film for you guys, I stumbled on my kids' room. So I didn't finish. I'm not about to film cleaning my kids' room. I'm not here to shame them. You know, they're kids. But they did eat my whole day that day. But alright, well, you made it this far. I really, really appreciate you. Sending love. Thank you.